Five real jobs where 20 years on the tools counts for more than a university degree. And the first one might shock you. These are not coding fantasies. Every job on this list is hiring right now, and everyone pays office money for site knowledge. We rank them by pay, entry difficulty, and how much they actually want ex-tradesmen. Number one surprised even us. One warning before we count them down. One of these five is officially shrinking, and it is still worth taking. More on that later. Everything here comes with real salary data from job boards and the American Labor Bureau, not wishful thinking from course sellers. Let us start the countdown at number five, the job that did not exist when you started your apprenticeship. Number five, construction robotics technician, the person who keeps the bricklaying robots, layout printers, and welding arms actually running on site. Pay sits between $50,000 and $75,000, with senior technicians and automation coordinators climbing toward $95,000. The industry guide that tracks these roles says the shortage runs to roughly 40,000 technicians needed as automation spreads. Entry is electromechanical training, often through vocational programs, plus troubleshooting instinct. If you can fix a machine, you are halfway there. Here is why tradesmen win these jobs. The robot works beside traditional trades, and someone has to speak both languages. A sparky or fitter who learns basic programming beats a robotics graduate who has never stood on a live site. The catch, you're still on site, still on your feet. Lighter work than the tools, but not a desk, which is exactly what separates it from number four, the job that watches the site instead of building it. Number four, construction safety manager, the role that exists because of everything you've seen go wrong in 20 years. Median pay around $78,000, with senior safety managers at large contractors earning 90 to 120. Safety directors running multiple projects can pass 140,000. Remember that ceiling, a bigger one is coming. The path runs safety technician, then specialist, then manager. Certifications matter more than degrees, and experience is the first certification. Nobody respects a safety officer who has never worked. You have, and every close call you witnessed is now qualification. The daily work is inspections, toolbox talks, incident investigation, and paperwork. Your body carries a clipboard instead of a compressor. The catch is cultural. You become the bloke who says no. Some men find that harder than the physical work ever was. Number three moves you off the site entirely into the job that builds the building before anyone lifts a tool. Number three, BIM technician. You build the entire project as a digital model before a single slab gets poured. Average pay in the United States runs 55 to 70,000, with senior modelers pushing past 100,000. One salary tracker lists median pay for BIM technicians without any diploma at over 90,000. Read that again. The software is Revit and its cousins, learnable in months at night, and the courses cost hundreds, not tens of thousands. Your advantage is brutal and simple. You know how buildings actually go together, and most modelers only know how they draw. A modeler who has hung the ductwork can spot the clash a graduate misses, and clashes are exactly what firms pay to find. The work is a chair, a screen, and coordination meetings. Of the five, this one is the fullest escape from the weather. But number two is where the money ceiling on this list truly moves, and it belongs mostly to the electricians. Number two, Building automation systems. The smart networks running heating, cooling, lighting, and security inside every modern commercial building you see. Technician roles start near the trades, but building automation estimators are advertised from the low 60s to 150,000. That is the biggest ceiling on this list, the one we promised earlier, and it is not a unicorn posting. Listings show it repeatedly. The path suits Sparky's best. Controls wiring you already know, plus networks and software layered on top of it. Roles that add digital skills pay 10 to 20% more than the same role without them across the whole industry. Certifications and vendor courses carry you here. Nobody at the interview asks about university, they ask what systems you have touched. The catch? It is genuinely technical, months of learning, and the first year will make your head hurt more than your back. Which brings us to number one, not the biggest ceiling, but the widest door. And it is practically reserved for tradesmen. Number one, the construction estimator, the job we teased at the start, and the strongest overall bet on this list. Average pay around $88,000 in the United States, with experienced estimators reaching $130,000. The American Labor Bureau says it plainly. Workers with years of construction experience can qualify without any degree at all. Now, the shrinking part we warned about, the Bureau projects the role declining 4% over the decade. Sounds bad. It is not. Because replacement demand still opens nearly 17,000 estimators positions every single year as older estimators retire out of the chair. You are not fighting growth statistics. You are walking into chairs left empty by men your age who got there first. 90-day training plans exist. The software is learnable, and every quote you ever argued over was unpaid practice. Entry level pay dips before it climbs, so plan the transition year. We ran that exact maths in the last video. 5 doors: robotics, safety, modeling, automation, estimating. Every one opens wider for a hard hat than for a graduation cap. In the next video, we go inside number one properly, how a tradesman actually lands the estimator chair step by step.